secret of success. Instead, it says those who accomplish more outwork their peers. They figure out how to make the best use of their time and to maximize every moment. Two key things there. There is the aspect of figuring out how to maximize your time. So it's not so much about working hard, it is much more about working smart. There is place for hard work, but beyond hard work, the author, Desmond John, is opening our understanding, opening the understanding of his readers to the fact that you have to be smart. You have to find a way to the best use of your time, because time is a resource that all of us were given in the same quantity. Nobody has more time than the other person. We are all given 24 hours in a day. So, but how we use those hours, of course, is different, and that translates into how much success each individual end up having regarding their pursuit. So, the best use of your time and making sure that you maximize every moment. Again, yes, tonight is not the spiritual empowerment, it's the mental empowerment, but you find out that these principles, they are embedded in God's word, because what we've just read there actually is there in the scriptures. It says that what you should not live as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, for the days as are evil. You should walk circumspectly. So you need to seize every moment. That's what this is talking about. Seizing every moment, making the best of every opportunity that comes your way. Okay, so that's what this is talking about. Okay, it says, simply put, according to the author, it says, simply put, the key to getting ahead and staying ahead is to rise and grind each and every day you are alive. So there's no shortcut to it. If you're going to have more results, then you will need to put in more effort. The more effort now does not necessarily mean more hours. It just means being smarter might not bring the result you are expecting. If you have come across the 80-20 principle, then this really kicks in at this point, because it has been proven through research that 80% of the results that you get is mostly as a result of 20% of the effort you put in. But you must be able to identify what those particular 20% that gives you the 80% result are. So you spend more time, you focus more resources and energy on those 20% that gives you 80% of result, rather than the other way around. But when people are not smart, when people are not taking time to really plan and think way ahead of doing things, then it means they will most likely spend so much of their resources on the 80% that will only produce 20% result. So they will end up asking, oh, but I'm doing so much, I'm doing extra hours, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So why is it that I'm not getting the kind of result that I actually want to get? The question is just what this book is trying to open our understanding to say. So no silver bullet. You've got to outwork everyone else, including outworking yourself. Outworking yourself simply means don't let your comfort or convenience or the fear of the unknown, really, don't let it hold you back. This is what in business it's termed making a excuse me, a calculated guess. When you've evaluated certain actions, then you can actually launch, even when you don't have all the facts, but you can make an informed guess, an informed decision. Okay, so that's the main idea of the book, and it continues that rise and grind. It means find a way, accomplish the goals you set for yourself. They have got a killer work ethic. Seriously, they are up and at it each and every day, and they are at it hard. That's interesting. So the people that have made headways, they've not made headways because of some wishful thinking. They've not made headways because they just laid back, did nothing, and things just started to happen for them. No, it says what that have been successful. These people that have achieved or are achieving their goals, their dreams. These people that they set themselves certain lofty goals, and they are actually making waves in their different fields. They have a drive. The author, Desmond John, says you could call it determination, you could call it oomph, grit, which was the book we looked at last month, or also I call it rising and grinding. And I'm out to shine a light on it. So he said, as far as he's concerned, he sees this tenacity, this ability, the Western world to use for it. They will camp on the street so they can have, one of the early numbers. When it's morning, they can be one of the foremost. They've carried it across every engagement, everything they get, so they don't do touch and go. They stay focused, they stay dogged, and they until they see the result of their pursuit. So the author, Desmond John, says he's going to shine the light on what he means by this desire in this book. So let me move forward quickly. Again, if you are just joining us, or if you're just getting a better reception now, really sorry about the start. Shining will definitely follow through. So if you are not shining, it's not to put so much effort into trying to say, oh, why is it not shining? Is it because the light is dim? No. Go back. Have you actually risen from what God has instructed you to rise from, or how he has instructed or directed that you should rise? No, it's not a Bible study, but it's really important to touch on that, because it links with what is already happening in our world now. Currently, some people are still stuck in certain types of investment or business opportunities, or some ideas that others are following, and others are still thinking, oh, no, you don't do that, it's too this, is too that. People that are predominantly risk averse. So when you are now taking those calculated risks, when others are thinking, oh no, it's not the right thing to do now, then it means what? You are getting up early, you are staying ahead of the game. And that's what the author is referring to here, that you find out that you get the result that others are not getting, because when you are setting up to, so it's really important that you realize that, and you align yourself with that reality. So yes, it's great to have good plans, it's great to have good ideas, but being us to what? To rise and grind day after day. I need to move forward to try and finish this remaining slides. So it is really important to have goals and structures which will help you achieve important things, but none of that matters until you get up with just following or seeing things happening around them and not being part of the great things that is happening around them. In fact, the passage I was trying to share with you earlier on is Proverbs 26:15, and you can read Proverbs 19:24 as well. But let me just read 26:15. It says, "The slothful hides his hand in his bosom. It grieves him to bring it again to his mouth." That may not be as clear for you. Let me try and read it in a different translation. This is in the Living Bible. It says, in fact, I'll read it from verse 13 from the Living Bible. It says, "The lazy man who won't go out and walk, there might be a lion outside," he says. "He sticks to his bed like a dog to his hinges. He is too tired even to lift his food from his dish to his mouth. Yet in his own opinion, he is smarter than 7 wise men." That's powerful. So the lazy man, he can't even take his hand to take the food from the plate and put it in his mouth, and yet he still thinks he's smarter than wise men. So the focus of this book, according to the author, is yes, it's great to have great dreams, but you need to work on your dreams so that it's not just a daydreaming experience. You can actually begin to do things that will translate with the help of God. Remember, I said that at the start. We are not asking you to go off on a tangent whereby you think it's just going to happen by just your effort. God supplies the grace. I was sharing with a man of God during this week. We just met by chance, and then we were talking about the passage of scriptures that says, if it is of faith, then it is by grace. So even